This is the Soulslike bowl of creation. What happens if you mix Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, of course, is a Soulslike, put it in the bowl? You remember that game that you switch carcasses and you had a really slow paced gameplay, but it was really nice? Not a typical RPG style, you had more like skin style gameplay? This is Mortal Shell. You put it in the bowl as well, and then you add a fast-paced combat, and you make it easier to switch carcasses. It doesn't take eternity right now. You don't have interruptions. And then, of course, you add a future past thematic. What do I mean a future past thematic? Remember that series, C, from Apple TV with Jason Momoa? They lived in the ruins of technology. Basically, the world was destroyed, of course, and then in the present day, they had like those medieval elements and the ruins of the past, ruins of technology. So basically, it's like the combination of past and future. Another really good example of this future past theme that I'm talking about is Horizon Dawn. Basically, you are in the future, but you have elements of the past. Horizon Dawn is a really good example because you actually learned how to live with the technology. And this game is something really similar to that because technology and the medieval aspects are part of one game itself. If you mix this, what do you get?
DeathBound.
I was browsing through Steam and this game showed up out of nowhere. So I was really interested because I love Souls-like games. But before I tell you what the game is about, let me do a dramatic reading for you to understand the game. So let me contextualize you, okay?
Embark on a crusade for a medieval world forged from the ruins of technology, when the fanatical faith and the natural science clash in the shadows of a crumbling society. The Church of Death stands at the gates of the grand city of Akratia, their banners raised, righteous steel in hand. Their holy conquest to eliminate the cult of life is about to begin. Amongst it all stands you. You are no one, yet everyone, the results of your desperate experimentation in the pursuit of eternal life. In the eyes of the Church, an icon of sin and heresy. To others, a validation of their relentless experiments. You stand in the world where there's no good nor evil, only justifications.
Did you enjoy that? Really nice voice, huh? I try my best. When I saw this, I really enjoyed the fact that this game presents that faith and science thing, like the technology and faith. What really caught my attention is that you are on a crusade here, and you have this Church of Death, right? Basically, what they want to do is destroy life itself. And you are the one that's going to prevent that from happening. But you are a being that is looking for eternal life. You see that mainly when people are searching for eternal life, they are like anti-heroes, right? They want to live forever. It's a greedy type of feeling, an unnatural feeling. And why did I mention Mortal Shell? Basically, when you go through the game, you're gonna absorb essences of fallen warriors. And these essences you can incorporate and you're gonna play with those warriors. But the catch is, in Mortal Shell, you had to, if you change the carcass, it's a linear open world, but you gotta go to the whole open world with that carcass and you needed to go back like all the way back to change the carcass. In this case, it's completely different. You're gonna have a talent tree for every one of these essences. Remember when I put the fast-paced ingredient in the bowl of creation? You're gonna create a unique type of playstyle for you and combat, and you're gonna switch between those essences and those carcasses. Basically switch seamlessly without interruption, instantaneously. Imagine all the types of builds that you can create. Imagine the type of playability, the types of combat that you can like create, and that replayability and the fact that all the carcasses have a unique talent tree. Man, I really enjoyed this game. Basically, they took like the playability of Mortal Shell and made it more optimized. You have to remember something, Mortal Shell, it's a game that we can compare. Yes, of course, because it is a Souls-like that you switch skins actually. But you have to take into consideration one thing. Mortal Shell was a really slow-paced game. This, as far as I could see, is a game, a fast-paced game, more responsive type of gameplay. Regarding the game size and exploration, you are going to explore the city of Akratia, and it will be like an open world within the city, of course, with all those elements of technology ruin, some aspects of faith and medieval as well. So I think the architecture of the game is going to be well designed. You can see in the trailer, you find some aspects of graphic, like some mixtures of elements. For example, I can see that this bishop armor is more like a, how can I say, Overwatch League of Legends design, you know? And then when you see this berserker, I don't know what to say. It's basically the challenger class in Remnant, like the warrior, the tanky class in Remnant. You see like a apocalyptic version like a really different element, and then you see like this more ludic, more simplistic yet beautiful design. Maybe what they are trying to do is show how the religious side is, how the technology side and how the apocalyptic side combine each other within the architecture. But let us see. But honestly, it's really nice to see a world, a living world that you can interact with. But if they manage to create a combat system that is engaging, and you can like have a different types of builds that you can replay it and replay it again, and this system of interchanging the carcasses and the skins to make a unique gameplay style. If all of that works, I'm really eager to play this game. I always enjoy doing like that magical faith strength combinations or dexterity, depending on how the swords must be big. Okay, the game here, it says single player, it doesn't say co-op, but it would be really nice to have like a PvP mode that you can like engage combat with different carcasses with other players. That would be really nice. It seems to be an indie game. You can see here the developers when you clicked on it. You see like the State Mode Media. You see games like Cow the Kangaroo, Steer Rats, Voodoos, maybe. Well, I don't know. Soulslike Action RPG where faith and science, past and future clash, that you can absorb essences of fallen heroes, incorporate those abilities in your playstyle, switch them seamlessly and without interruptions in an open world single player game. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Let me tell you something. This is my second video published in English, okay? So what I will kindly ask you to do is watch the other video. Basically, I'm saying that how difficult it is to play video games nowadays, and how most of the times I can't play those games because of a lot of things that you will find out in the video. So if you want to watch, be my guest, watch the video. And if you enjoy the video, I'm going to bring a lot more for you guys. What you can do is like the video, activate the notification bell. Tell me if you're really willing to take part of your time to play this game, if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Let's go. I'm gone.